Welcome to the Bark for More podcast, the essential guide to raising a healthy and happy dog, from barkformore.com. Hosted by our top-notch team of dog enthusiasts, we're here to help you navigate the health and well-being of your canine friend. It's time to help your dog thrive.
Hello, thanks for tuning in. Today's episode is about the heat cycle in our dogs, known as estrus. Is your pet still not neutered or spayed? Well, I'm about to tell you how to take care of your dog in estrus. This can be very helpful and important, especially for male and female pet parents. This can help us to keep track of our dog, plan for puppies, prevent unwanted pregnancy, be prepared for the experience, and avoid dangerous situations. Our dogs in heat can be very unpredictable and tend to run away from home. Each of our dogs is very different in terms of heating. Pet parents who have smaller dogs tend to have their first heat cycle before the bigger dog breeds. Our dogs typically have 2 heats per year, but then again, each of our fluffy 4-legged pets are different. Now, what are the signs to notice in our dogs? The first thing to know is that this cycle is equivalent to the menstrual cycle in human females. It starts when our dogs reach puberty. We can recognize that our dog is in estrus when they start to pay more attention to male dogs, become lazier and aroused, become more affectionate, urinate more often, and sometimes raise their leg differently. They can also appear nervous, easily distracted, and more alert than usual. This is caused by the shift in our female dog's hormonal balance. During a female dog's estrus, another important thing to consider is that male dogs can often neglect their needs for food and water as they are more focused on mating. If they tend to ignore these opportunities, they can be prone to getting sick and dehydrated. If this happens, there are ways to persuade our male dogs into eating food and drinking water. Now let's get started. To fully understand the signs of our female dogs in heat, let me break down the 4 stages of their heat cycle. The first stage is the pro-estrus stage. The personality of our dogs can range from mild to severe. We can also notice the change in our dog's behavior in terms of food. They tend to eat more and seem hungrier. Bloody discharge and vulva swelling are present. Another important thing to notice is that they tuck their tails in between their legs or sit down when a male dog approaches. The second stage is the estrus stage. This is when the ovulation in our dogs begins. In short, they are fertile. In this stage, you will start to notice that your dog is flagging. This is when she stands still, inviting the male by turning her rear toward him as she holds her tail up to make sure he catches her scent. The next stage is the diestrus stage. This is where the fertile part of our dog's heat cycle comes to an end. The swelling of our dog's vulva might be gone, but it may still be slightly enlarged. The behavior of our dogs in this stage changes too. Flirting no longer excites them and now lack the conditions to mate. The last stage is the anestrus. It is their resting stage until the first period comes again. It is also best to watch out for the possible infections that our dogs can get during the heating cycle. Pyometra is one of the infections our fur babies can get during the heat cycle. It is a uterus infection. She will start to show signs and symptoms like diarrhea, vomiting, restlessness, and fever. Caring and handling our dogs while they're in estrus is important. Even with supervision, we need to avoid letting our dogs out for a while. When planning to take our dogs to the park, I recommend walking our dogs with a leash on and keeping a close eye on her and her surroundings. In most cases, we're with our dog, but the drive of other male dogs is strong, especially when our dogs are in heat. Male dogs tend to be aggressive with us or with their owners. Male dogs looking to mate will stop at nothing to get to your heating dog. Also, keep in mind that even though our dogs are trained without a leash, they may change their mind and go out looking for a mate. That might be a problem for you. When walking outdoors, putting a little bit of menthol on the tip of her tail can help to hide the scent that she is in heat. If you have a female and male dog at home, it is best to keep them separated while your female dog is in heat. You may find your male dog whining and being a little bit aggressive, but these are all normal signs when a female dog is in heat. If you find that separating them isn't doing the trick, consider sending your male dog to stay with a family member or a friend. Proper grooming is also recommended when taking care of our female dog. To keep our house clean and tidy while our dog is in heat, consider giving the fur around her genitals a trim. The discharge that she expels while in heat can get caught up, especially with long-haired breeds. Trimming the hair surrounding her vulva can help her keep her comfortable and make it easier to clean. Different dogs react differently when in heat. Some may be tired all day while others can be restless. Choosing the right amount of rest and exercise can help in making our dog feel comfortable. There are also ways to prevent our female dogs from heating and making our male dogs infertile. When our female dog is spayed, the vet removes her ovaries and her uterus, as well as preventing her from heating and pregnancy. When our male dog is neutered, his testicles are removed, making him infertile. This procedure is called castration. These procedures are done when having puppies isn't really on the table. Spaying reduces the number of unwanted litters. There are also special health benefits that our dog can get when spayed. Getting spayed can make our dogs live a long and healthier life. Behavioral issues can be reduced too. Health problems such as memory cancer and pyometra can be prevented. In male dogs, being neutered can also prevent them from having health problems like testicle cancer. Before getting our dog spayed or neutered, it is very important that the vet give our dogs a complete checkup to ensure he or she has no health issues. Even though the heating of our dogs is not an illness, it is appropriate to consult with our local veterinarian for taking good care of our dogs in heat. Let's use what we've learned today to make the best possible choices to keep our furry friends happy, healthy, and safe.
Thank you for listening to the Bark for More podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to catch every episode. Visit us at barkformore.com to sign up for the latest updates and follow us on social media. Until next time, keep those happy tails wagging.